In this video, we will look at partnership deed in terms of its contents, the importance of the deed, and what happens when there is no partnership deed and there is a dispute between the partners. In addition, we'll also look into the concept of LLP or limited liability partnership and also compare and contrast financial statements of a sole proprietorship with that of partnership. A written agreement amongst the partners is referred to as partnership deed. Another name for partnership deed is articles of partnership. Let's go into what will be the contents of the partnership deed. All details about the partnership in terms of names and addresses of all the partners and that of the firm, the nature of the business, when the business was commenced, the duration of the business, accounting period of business, and also capital contribution of partners. Other details with respect to interest on capital, interest on drawings, interest on loan, etc. And also details relating to the salary or remuneration to partners will be given in the partnership deed. In addition, mode of valuation of goodwill and assets will be given. Also specified will be the rights and duties of the partners and also the mode of settlement of disputes. So everything which is related to the partnership will be specified in the partnership deed. What is the importance of the deed? Why is the partnership deed important? There are two reasons why a partnership deed is very important. Reason number one, it governs the rights, duties and liabilities of each partner. And reason two, this is very important. In case of any disputes between the partners, it can be settled very easily where there is a written contract. So in case of any dispute, we can refer to the partnership deed and the dispute can be settled very easily. We understood that the partnership deed was very important, but is a deed essential? No, it is not necessary for all partnership firms to have a partnership deed or a written agreement. But it is still desirable to have such a deed because in the case of disputes between the partners, they can be settled very easily. Okay, so if there's a dispute between the partners, we can refer to the partnership deed and settle the dispute very easily. But what happens when there is no partnership deed and still there is a dispute between the partners? What happens in the absence of partnership deed? The answer is the provisions of the Indian Partnership Act of 1932 will apply. It's divided into the main provisions and additional provisions. We'll begin with the main provisions. Where there is a dispute with regard to interest on capital, the Indian Partnership Act says no interest on capital will be allowed by the firm to any partner. In case of dispute with respect to interest on drawings, no interest on drawings will be charged by the firm to any of the partners. In case of dispute relating to partners' remuneration, no salary, commission or remuneration will be allowed by the firm to the partner. In case the partner has advanced a loan to the firm, in the absence of agreement between the partners, the firm is liable to pay interest at 6% per annum on the loan advanced by the partner to the firm. How are the profits shared between the partners? the profit sharing ratio must be equal, which means in the case of two partners it's 1:1, in the case of three 1:1:1, and so on. Let's have a quick look at the additional provisions of the Indian Partnership Act. Minor as partner. A minor may be admitted to the benefits of a partnership if all partners agree. We may recall that a minor may not be admitted as a partner because he is a person who is incompetent to contract. But however, he can only be admitted to the benefits of a partnership if all the partners agree to the same. With respect to admission of a partner, a person may be admitted as a partner either with the consent of all the partners or in accordance with an express agreement amongst the partners. So if any one of the partners decide that they do not want to admit a specific partner, then such a partner cannot be admitted into the partnership. The same goes for retirement of partner. A partner may retire from the firm either with the consent of all the partners or in accordance with an express agreement among the partners. What about registration of a partnership firm? Registration of a partnership firm is optional, it is not compulsory. And finally, in the case of death of partner, unless otherwise agreed by the firm, by the partners in the deed, the firm is dissolved on the death of any partner. So we had a look at what happens when there's a dispute between the partners and there is no partnership deed or no clause to that effect in the partnership deed. We said the Indian Partnership Act of 1932 will apply. Let's have a look at the concept of LLP or Limited Liability Partnership. We had earlier said that the liability of each partner is unlimited. That is, if the partnership firm is not able to pay off the business debts, the private property of the partners can be used to pay off the firm's debts. However, in the case of limited liability partnership, everything is the same. It is similar to partnership. However, the liability of the partnership is limited in this case. Therefore, a LLP has elements of both a company as well as of partnership. Let's compare and contrast the financial statements which is prepared by a sole proprietor and that which is prepared by a partnership firm. In the case of financial statements of sole proprietorship, the trading account is prepared, followed by the profit and loss account, and then the balance sheet. However, for the financial statements of a partnership firm, it starts with the trading account followed by the profit and loss account, and then the profit and loss appropriation account is prepared, the partner's capital account is prepared, and then the balance sheet is prepared. So in this video we had a look at the partnership deed in terms of its contents, importance, and what happens when there is no partnership deed and there is a dispute between the partners. In the upcoming video, we'll have a look at a few examples where there is a dispute between the partners and there is no partnership deed.